Hey guys, I'm back. It's Juanita with Hua, and out of the 780 games released on the iOS this year, 168 of those have received their Play Score. And with that, here are the top 10 iOS games of 2018 arranged by their Play Score. The Play Score is an average of gamer and critic ratings. At number 10, we have ELO. From the same folks who created Old Man's Journey, Broken Rules Interactive's newest puzzler dedicates itself fully to the chill relaxation. With 85 puzzling levels, getting stuck on one is never a problem. Other than the fact that there are no limits to your thinking time, ELO also goads you into experimental rhythm making with their percussive gameplay. With each rearranged tiki head, it slowly teaches players to find their groove and eases them into a world of emergent music creation. Adding to it is the general charm of its visuals, using colors that are easy on the eyes and adding clean-cut design elements that definitely melds with the game's overall chill atmosphere. Instead of rewarding you for solving puzzles, it makes every second of your experience worth it. Earning praise from critics and gamers, it has a Play Score of 9.06. Number 9, Shadowgun Legends. Released last March 2018, Shadowgun Legends has everything it takes to become the next mobile FPS sensation. In one of their latest ventures, Madfinger Games, the makers of Dead Trigger and Unkilled, levels up the quality in an attempt to bring the best parts of console shooters into the pocket-friendly form. Running under the premise of mercenaries as superstars, it offers both co-op and online multiplayer for the futuristic action. In this case, there are a few reviews that cite some occasional hiccups that dampen connectivity and the overall experience, but once players get into the groove, Shadowgun does indeed deliver. Where storyline, originality, and network service come short, their array of customizations and gear system gladly satisfy, making you feel fully in control of the action. A balanced and often silly haven for multiplayer FPS fans on the mobile, it has a Play Score of 9.07. Number 8, Space Pioneer. Well known for their lush cartoon simulators and fighting games, Vivid Games ventured in a new direction with its action-packed RPG. Set in an alien world, Space Pioneer is brimming with their signature lush cartoon visuals. But it isn't just some visual trip either. Space Pioneer, like the planets you traverse, is just packed with content. Casting you into the intergalactic frontier, players are presented with mindful activities like collecting crystals and gathering data in their beautiful worlds. However, focused on colonizing the planets, it also has rewarding top-down shooting action. With these features, it has the feel of a fully formed PC title that's been intuitively optimized for the mobile. Bogged down by ads and in-app purchases, the game might need a little patience to enjoy. Still, it's a literal out-of-this-world adventure that certainly deserves the praise. It has a Play Score of 9.08. At our 7th spot, we have Cytus 2, a name that any self-respecting rhythm game fan will recognize. After bringing new and old titles to the Switch, and just before taking a quick detour to the world of RPGs, Rayark Inc. makes a return to their roots. Following up on the massive success of their first title, Cytus 2 follows the footsteps of their legendary predecessor. What is most striking about this latest title, though expected, is the stunning Japanese art style that will be a plus for anyone who loves anime and manga. Vastly improved for the sequel, the game does a great job of drawing players into their futuristic story told in unique instant messaging fashion. Of course, what gave rise to Cytus' popularity is the challenge and variety of its rhythm gameplay, throwing players into a frenzied rush of swipes, slides, and taps. This is still especially true for this sequel. Like Rayark's other titles, Cytus 2 is a slick rhythm game interwoven with sensational tracks, captivating stories, and super visuals. It has a Play Score of 9.09. Number 6, Time UFO. If there's one important developer making video games for the mobile, it's HAL Laboratory. More known for the beloved Box Boy series of the 3DS and the Kirby games Rainbow Curse, Triple Deluxe, Planet Robot, and the recent Star Allies, HAL Laboratory channels all the Nintendo charm of their previous titles into this self-contained mobile game. Starting off from its premise, the game is adorable enough already, revolving around an alien finding odd jobs to survive Earth life. And from there, you're carried into the day-to-day of farm life, cheerleading, the runway, and so much more. Garnering almost a near-perfect score of 4.9 on the iOS, the one universal complaint is how short it is. With only 27 levels, it clocks in at about 1 hour of gameplay and a bit more for completionists. Disappointing as it is, it just might be one of the best experiences on the mobile with no ads, no in-app purchases, or other diversions. It has a play score of 9.11. So what about you? What was your favorite iOS game this year? If you want to let us know about it, do so in our comments section. And remember, you can get a hold of these games from this list by checking out the links in our description box. Also, if you would like to check out more of What to Play, do so in our new gameplay channel, that's What to Play Live, where we play the latest and greatest games. The link is in that top right corner over there. Entering our top 5, we have Motorsport Manager Mobile 3. The Motorsport Manager series has been serving us with the best of mobile motorsport simulation since 2014, and over the years, they've continually improved on the minute details of management while staying true to the core of their formula. Staying in top form with 2017 reinventions, this third installment aims to propel their legacy further. What makes MM3 a particularly engaging game is how it manages to welcome new players into the complex world of motorsport through their effective tutorials. Built around developing a motorsport team from scratch, it takes you through the ropes of championships and car parts, giving each player enough expertise to do it all on their own. In the process, they're treated to an explosion of features and details. Playing on already established concepts, it's not the groundbreaking title that MM2 was. Given the strength of their previous titles, though, that isn't bad at all. It has a play score of 9.11. At top 4, The Room, Old Sins. Fireproof Games has made such a name for themselves in their Room series that they're easily the most recognizable name on the mobile. From their debut in 2012, they've churned out consistently excellent installments for their tactile puzzler. Telling tall tales of mystery and magic in first-person perspective, The Room dips players into a world of eerie investigation. Delving into steampunk, Art Deco styles, Old Sins is yet another one of their atmospheric marvels. And with that, it's also incredibly interactive, their stage seemingly egging you into exploring each object for a possible solution. Though some riddles are more challenging and less intuitive than some, it only adds to the surprises of each installment. Still managing to keep us on our toes years after is proof of just how Fireproof Games has perfected their formula. Living up to expectations, it has a play score of 9.21. Banking that third spot, Tiny Bubbles. A bubble puzzle game on our top 10 list? That's a huge achievement. Pine Street Codeworks' award-winning puzzler isn't unlike the other mobile games on the market. Packed with a completely mesmerizing color scheme, the main goal of the game is to fill bubbles with colorful air and push nearby bubbles around using the actual physics of bubbles. Offering hours of amazing content, it not only continues to break conventional mobile game cliches, but also includes a myriad of unique surprises in store for players. It has over 170 handmade puzzles that require new strategies, especially when it's divided into 3 different game modes: arcade, puzzles, and infinity. It's the perfect game to pick up on a lazy Sunday morning. Its relaxing ambient music, adorable creatures, and the satisfying popping of bubbles makes it most entrancing. Tiny Bubbles really spent most of their time designing the perfect physics and molecular dynamics of a bubble, which is also the game's best feature so far. Not to mention, it runs at a smooth 60 frames per second depending on which phone that is. It receives a play score of 9.26. Number 2, Kingdom Rush Vengeance. The tower defense genre lives on as Ironhide Studios' latest iteration of their critically acclaimed work is back for more TD mayhem. Vengeance offers a flurry of new content where players stop Lord Veznan from taking over the world once again. Much like its predecessors, the best part about Ironhide's Kingdom Rush series is its high arsenal of destruction and monster variety. The game offers a selection of mighty towers to easily decimate an entire horde of orcs, goblins, demons, dark knights, zombies, and so much more. Additionally, its new maps and heroes bring about a fresh new take on the Kingdom Rush experience. From icy glaciers, desolate gold mines, or abandoned villages, Vengeance never stops to give players a relentless tower defense experience that goes increasingly challenging after every level. Picking the proper heroes and the right defenses is necessary to get that juicy 3 stars. It receives a play score of 9.29. Here are the runners-up before we reveal the number 1. 11. Six Ages Ride Like the Wind. This is a mix of interactive storytelling and turn-based strategy set in Glorantha, a mystical land where the laws of physics are secondary to the whims of the gods. It has a play score of 9.05. 12. Rebel Inc. From the creators of Plague Inc. comes another engaging simulation, this time focused on political and military strategies. Set in post-war conditions, do what you can and bring the country back to stability. It has a play score of 9.04. 13. Asphalt 9 Legends. Gameloft's latest installment of their Asphalt series, it's a street racer packed with a roster of hypercars rendered with hyper-realistic visuals. It has a play score of 9.04. 14. Grim Valor. A challenging hack-and-slash game on the mobile. Explore their dark fantasy world in all its glory without the hassle of in-app purchases. It has a play score of 9.03. 15. Hero Hunters, a jaw-dropping RPG shooter from Hothead Games. Dive into cover-based shooting as you follow the war against the Kurt's army in their beautifully dilapidated cities. It has a play score of 9.02. 16. Sdorica Sunset. Rare Inc.'s RPG venture combines demo composer Chamber Chu's expertise with excellent gameplay, voice acting, and a story that equals their previous rhythm titles. It has a play score of 9.02. 17. Dissembler, a tile-flipping game that challenges you to make solid patterns from their original abstract form. Testing logic and spatial abilities with style, it has a play score of 9.01. 18. Epic 7, a new challenger in the world mobile RPGs. Smilegate Megaport plays on traditional JRPG tropes like turn-based combat and captivating storylines. It has a play score of 8.98. 19. Avivo. Travel through this mysterious black and white landscape and collect strange symbols that could unravel the secret story behind this world. It has a play score of 8.98. 20. Istanbul Digital Edition. Collect all the rubies you can with the help of your 4 assistants, but just be careful not to run out of help too fast. It has a play score of 8.96. And our top iOS game for 2018 is Oddmar. As far as mobile games go, Mobgaze action-adventure platformer is a league of its own. Struggling to find a place in Valhalla, Oddmar proves his worth by solving a myriad of handcrafted physics-based puzzles. What makes this game so captivating is its creative use of Nordic mythology and incorporating a diversification of fun platformer mechanics that made Rayman Origins and other critically acclaimed platformers so great. The use of the iOS touchscreen is at its most comfortable, especially when this is a mobile platformer. Oddmar goes from eating magical mushrooms to brandishing his axe or taking down mythological creatures in pure Viking awe. There are a few clever concepts, but we won't spoil it for you. Created with pure dedication and real effort, Oddmar is a wonderful action-adventure platformer that doesn't necessarily break the boundaries of the genre, but exceeds in its simple and polished execution that makes Odin very proud. It receives a play score of 9.36. And those are the top 10 iOS games for 2018. If you love this video, give us a quick like, share, and subscribe to become a certified What2 players. That's What's What only here at What2 Play, and we'll see you next time.